Toxic workplaces don't start with shouting bosses, mass resignations, or HR complaints. They start small, almost invisible. And by the time most people realize what's going on, the damage is already done. Today, we're uncovering 7 red flags that both employees and leaders must watch for before it's too late. Because here's the truth. A toxic workplace doesn't just hurt morale. It can break people, ruin reputations, and even push good leaders out of their calling. I'm Cynthia, and this is Honest Work Talk Podcast, your safe space for real conversations about what really happens at work. We tackle both sides of the story, what employees go through, and what leaders sometimes don't see. So whether you're clocking in or calling the shots, this episode is for you. And stay to the end, because the 7th red flag is one most people completely miss. Red flag number 1, communication shifts from open to guarded. The first sign is subtle. Communication changes. When a workplace is healthy, conversations are open, honest, and even challenging at times. People can speak up without fear. But when toxicity starts creeping in, communication becomes guarded. Employees stop volunteering ideas. Leaders stop sharing the why behind decisions. Meetings feel tense. And here's the kicker. It's not always because people are lazy or uninterested. Sometimes they're scared. For employees, if you notice you're holding back because you fear backlash, that's a sign something's wrong. You should never have to shrink your voice just to survive at work. For leaders, if your team is quieter than usual, don't assume they've lost passion. Ask yourself, have I made it safe for them to speak? Proverbs 15:1 says, "A gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger." Check your tone, your reactions, and whether people trust you with the truth. Practical fix. Hold no repercussion brainstorming sessions. Leaders share decision-making processes openly. Employees ask clarifying questions instead of assuming the worst. Red flag number 2, favoritism and unequal treatment. Nothing poisons a workplace faster than favoritism. When promotions, praise, or opportunities go to the same small circle and not because of merit, trust collapses. Employees start competing instead of collaborating. Leaders lose credibility. For employees, if you see patterns of favoritism, document them. Approach conversations with facts, not just feelings. And remember, bitterness will only hurt you. Address issues constructively. For leaders, you might not even realize you're playing favorites. But when the same few people always get the plum assignments, others notice. James 2:9 warns, "If you show favoritism, you sin and are convicted by the law as lawbreakers." That's how serious God takes this. Practical fix. Rotate opportunities fairly. Publicly recognize contributions from all team members. Review pay and promotion criteria for transparency. Red flag number 3. Overwork becomes the norm. Every job has busy seasons, but when 60-hour weeks become the expectation, you've entered dangerous territory. Overwork isn't a badge of honor, it's a sign of poor planning or unrealistic expectations. For employees, if you're constantly skipping rest, your creativity, health, and even your relationships suffer. God designed work and rest. Genesis 2:2 shows us that even He rested after creation. For leaders, chronic overwork in your team doesn't make you a high-achieving leader, it makes you an unsustainable one. When your people burn out, they'll either leave or disengage. Practical fix. Implement mandatory rest periods after big projects. Encourage and model taking time off. Use workload tracking tools to spot burnout risks early. Red flag number 4. Gossip and backchanneling replace direct conversations. In healthy workplaces, people address issues directly. In toxic ones, rumors replace real conversations. You hear, "Did you know?" more than "Can we talk?" This erodes trust faster than almost anything. For employees, don't participate in gossip. It damages others and your own credibility. Proverbs 19:28 says, "A perverse person stirs up conflict, and a gossip separates close friends." For leaders, if you notice gossip spreading, don't just punish it, fix the environment that allows it. People whisper when they feel they won't be heard openly. Practical fix. Foster open-door policies. Redirect gossip to direct conversations. Train on conflict resolution skills. Red flag number 6. Accountability is selective. A major red flag is when rules are enforced on some but not others. If a high performer can break policies without consequence, you've just told everyone else the rules don't matter. For employees, if you're in a place with selective accountability, keep your own integrity intact. Do what's right even when others aren't. For leaders, your credibility lives or dies here. God calls leaders to impartiality. Deuteronomy 18:17 says, "Do not show partiality in judging. Hear both small and great alike." That's how serious God takes this. Practical fix. Apply standards evenly at all levels. Leaders admit when they get it wrong. Make disciplinary processes transparent. Red flag number 7. Feedback turns into personal attacks. Feedback should help people grow, but in toxic cultures, it becomes personal, vague, or humiliating. The goal shifts from trying to help you improve to making you feel small. For employees, you can't control how feedback is given, but you can control your response. Separate the useful from the hurtful, and keep growing. For leaders, correct in private, praise in public. Ephesians 4:29 says, "Do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouths, but only what is helpful for building others up." That's the heart posture of a leader. Practical fix. Use specific behavior-focused feedback. Avoid attacking personality or intent. Schedule regular check-ins, not just crisis corrections. Red flag number 7. Values are written, but not lived. Here's the most overlooked sign. The company values are just wall art. They're written in the handbook, but ignored in real life. You can't claim integrity, but reward corner cutting. You can't preach teamwork, but praise lone wolves. For employees, when actions don't match values, it's hard to stay motivated. Decide if you can influence change or if you need to move on. For leaders, your culture starts with you. If your actions contradict your stated values, no policy will fix the damage. Practical fix. Audit your culture regularly. Celebrate actions that reflect values. Remove policies or leaders that contradict core beliefs. The truth is, every workplace has flaws. But when these 7 red flags stack up, guarded communication, favoritism, overwork, gossip, selective accountability, personal attacks, and ignored values, you're looking at a culture in decline. Whether you're a leader or an employee, you have a role to play in turning it around. So here's my question for you. Which of these red flags have you seen where you work? Drop your answer in the comments. And if you're a leader, I'd love to hear what you've done to fix them. Don't forget to subscribe for more honest conversations about work, leadership, and God's way of doing things. And if you're serious about building a healthier workplace, watch this video next. It's all about how to heal after a toxic job.